Hi guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I'm driving this. This is the 2006 Mahindra Scorpio, the original. The Scorpio was actually launched in 2002. This is before the first facelift came, and then there was another facelift, and then there was another facelift, and yeah, the Scorpio has been in its first generation model, but with a lot of facelift, जिसमें chassis भी change हुई थी, hydroformed आई थी. By the way, this car comes courtesy of Harsha to me, so thank you so much for lending me your OG Scorpio. Let's straight away open the. Oh my goodness, इतना भारी कैसे है ये? Okay, some rats have eaten all that, but insulation is there. That is the engine. It says CRDe. Okay, सब कुछ vibrate हो रहा है, बहुत गर्म है. My God, this is hot AF. Anyways, you get a bull bar up front with these two auxiliary lights जो अब नहीं चल रही because बारिश हुई थी बैंगलोर में, इसकी वजह से यहाँ पे भी थोड़ा बहुत fog wog हो चुका है. You can see the grill. Yeah, this is how the Scorpio was actually launched in India first, and that is not functional. Yeah, it may be functional. होगा functional actually because ये factory fitted है, that hood scoop thingy to draw in air. And I like this treatment here, like multiple small lights, but काम तो कम ही करती हैं. Light इतनी strong है ही नहीं of this car, and there is the fog light, has this sort of a winglet as well. So the Scorpio is now 20 years old almost, so it's been on sale since a long time now. The tire size happens to be 35 70 16, the classic Scorpio alloy wheels with this massive hub sort of a thingy with the Mahindra logo of course, and you can see stuff on the inside as well. So Scorpio here. Now when Mahindra first launched the Scorpio, lot of issues in the car. I mean it was very value for money, price तो increase होती गई है, but overall design तो वैसा ही रहा है over the years, but the problems were that there were a lot of inconsistencies in the way that stuff was done. Especially look at the drum, okay, that's kind of rusted right now. You get a proper side step, so it's easy to get in and out. Proper roof rails as well. यहाँ पे भी ज़रा देख लेते हैं, वहाँ पे एंटीना पड़ा हुआ है, ये ऊपर स्लोप हो रही है, नीचे स्लोप नहीं, so that there is headroom at the rear. Now the thing is, look at this, there's this button you have to press inside. It says Scorpio here. There is a door pocket, proper pocket for your phone as well as for your bottle. That's about it. Now this is a limited edition model, so you get this carpet as well, which is kind of different. That is the minimum legroom. This is the maximum legroom, and you can recline the seats are actually reclined. I can press this lever. Okay, there's no space only कुछ भी करने के लिए. I can yeah, ये tumble होता है कि नहीं होता. Getting in and out is very difficult. पता नहीं कैसे जंप बम करके जाना पड़ेगा. But yeah, इसको ऐसे रखते हैं. So there's another lever here. इससे कुछ होता है, मतलब कुछ ऐसा होता है. This is how you get in and out, but it's a little difficult. There you can see seat को recline करके रखा हुआ है. It's a one piece bench seat and headrest निकाल के रखें so it can fold flat. Headrests are like below. Full जुगाड़ू car at that moment because things were like all over the place, to be very honest. You get AC vents here. You get a charging socket, a 12 volt charging socket. ये सीट कवर के अंदर there is this magazine holder sort of a thingy. Seats are okay, not very comfortable. Space is not that great. सब कुछ आवाज़ करता है. There are no cup holders in the center armrest. Headroom was okay. There is a handle to hold on to. There is light placement here, and under thigh support is like really very poor. Knee room and leg room is okay, and headroom is yeah, it's adequate. Actually headroom में तो बहुत अच्छी गाड़ी. You can see the dashboard design, classic Mahindra Scorpio, but there is no alignment of this armrest. Okay, ये देखो कैसे बना है, alignment ही नहीं है. So initial cars had a lot of hiccup in terms of panel gaps and alignment and stuff like that, which is something you would expect when Mahindra is learning stuff. But now to a new XUV 700 is next level only. Window area is decent, but this car wasn't really very comfortable as such. Let's shut this. Proper third. This massively long tail light. Okay. काफ़ी डेटेड लगती थी. नो फार्मर्स नो फूड, गुड मैसेज देयर. स्कॉर्पियो SLX टर्बो 2.6 CRDe, massive side step to climb in and out. There is a towing hook here. There is a camera which has been added aftermarket. That is the exhaust, and that is the spare wheel which happens to be yeah full size लग रहा है ना, मुझे भी लग ही रहा है full size. It says Mahindra right there on the mud flaps of course. इसको खोलते हैं. वाइपर देखो बहुत ही लंबा है. यहाँ पे लाइट हाई माउंटेड स्टॉप लैम्प. साइज तो बहुत ज़्यादा है इस गाड़ी की. लाइक what am I searching for, Faisal? It is here. What is wrong with you? Anyways, this car has additional speakers here as well as here, and you know what, proper seat belts as well. इसको you can push up, कुछ तो बटन दबाना पड़ेगा. उसके बाद you can fold it flat like this, or you can get it back here to seat people. You can see space is like really poor as such, but then this is also exposed, so those windows actually open choti si so that some air can come inside. But because of the ride quality, it's not a very comfy car for longer distances, but that doesn't really matter. What matters is that it was absolute value for money when it was first launched, the Scorpio. There is this button here, I think for the auxiliary light, headlight leveler, no dead pedal, carpets look really very nice, seats are okay, not very comfortable. You have door pockets at the front, but you can't access it once you shut the door, because that was the ergonomic disaster which happened with this car. So check this out. Okay, I shut the door. Now for me to, get hold of what's inside the door pocket, very difficult. This is obviously the adjustment, manual adjust for the outside rear view mirror. You know what, there are two speakers here at the rear as well, upper, and tweeters have been added here. Instrument cluster actually looks quite nice and funky. You get a multi-information display as well. The horn, it's nice, it's decent enough. Air conditioning controls, a lot of wood, lot of storage space. In fact, the storage here, there's handle to hold on to because body roll to hai gaadi mein. In fact, there's so much storage here and there as well. It's like crazy amount of storage. And this gear lever vibrates, this coin holder, this is to open the fuel lid. Ye kahan dal diya position taki passenger khulta rahe pure time. This screen is added aftermarket, of course. Also gets a reverse parking camera. So here we get into reverse. Can you see that screen? Yeah, the whole visibility is not that great as such. Obviously, let's use the wipers right away. Spray क्यों नहीं आ रहा? पानी नहीं है क्या? What is happening? I wanted water. Okay, no. Okay, it's out of water, I believe. This is obviously for the indicators. And overall quality, hard plastics are so much in plenty in this car. Hazard light switch. Anyways, Scorpios remain more or less the same over the times. But यहाँ पे एक mirror दे दिया इन लोग ने दया करके. You see, headroom is really nice everywhere, but seats could be more comfortable. No auto dimming mirror, but वो तो आता भी नहीं था, अभी भी Scorpio में नहीं आता, तो बड़ी बात क्या है? Let's start driving right away. Alright, we are all set to go, which means turning off the air conditioning. We are going to keep the handbrake up. I'm going to get into first gear because this person actually talks to me when I drive with the handbrake up. I just hope I don't blow the handbrake in that.
Careful, your handbrake is engaged.
Thank you, dude. तुम नहीं होते तो पता नहीं क्या होता. Anyways, off we go. Now the OG Scorpio did not have the best dynamics. In fact, it had quite poor dynamics, but the engine was fantastic. I think this is the SUV which kind of democratized SUVs because of the kind of performance and the price at which Mahindra offered it. Look at the grunt. Firstly, turbo lag is very well contained and you have the feel as well. मतलब hood दिखता है पूरा completely, and on the road you are like a king when you're driving the Scorpio, and that's the reason why the Scorpios became so popular. In fact, I used to notice during that time, 2000s and 2010s, that no matter what car you're driving, a Scorpio would come and overtake you because the engine has so much capability. Now, this is a 2.6 liter CRDe engine, common rail diesel, of course, which manages to produce around 120 horsepower, 116 I think to be precise, and 280 Newton meters of torque, with 277 Newton meters to be precise, which is quite a lot in spite of the fact the weight of this car is quite a bit. Into first gear, actually the gears are very decent in terms of slotting, like sure-footed slotting of the gears. ये देखो गाड़ी टेस्ट हो रही है, यहाँ पे इसका कवर निकल रहा है. Engine becomes very boomy, so noise, vibration, harshness was not really the agenda while designing the Scorpio, but trust me on this, performance is really very nice. Gears slot with a nice, they engage properly as well. So yeah, I think the gearbox is decent. Only thing is, the gear shift is not very consistent and the lever is like really long, so throws are also really long. The clutch is kind of soggy, so when you leave the clutch, it doesn't have, what would I say, smoothness to the way it activates and deactivates. That's something which could be better. And the steering wheel is again inconsistent, kind of on the heavier side, and then doesn't really offer much feel or feedback. And this is a body on frame car which is very heavy, so body roll is in plenty as well, but the performance is really very likable. Now of course they updated the Scorpio multiple times. When they came up with the hydroform chassis, the dynamics improved dramatically, so did the ride. The ride is kind of bouncy at the rear, and overall ride quality is not that great. The problem is that it has that bouncy effect and kind of gets uncomfortable as well, but making a quick overtake, this car absolutely shines there. Okay, engine gets boomy for sure. Redline comes in slightly above 4000 RPM. That is the XUV500. In fact, I'm also driving an XUV500. I am even talking about that. This is the Duster. Very dynamically sorted car because monocoque chassis. Now, because this car channels all the power to the rear wheels, if you get too hard onto the throttle, nothing will really happen because it doesn't put power in a very aggressive way. It puts it very smoothly and linear fashion, which results in good amount of grunt and predictable power delivery as well. You want to make a quick overtake here, you never face an issue making a quick overtake in a Scorpio. The only thing is body roll is quite a bit, and then in terms of safety, this A-pillar collapsed very fast with the Scorpio, so not the safest car in that regard. I hope the new one will, I don't hope, I know that. Okay, around the corners, body roll, there you see, rear wheel drive, little bit of wheel spin. So the new Scorpio, which is coming, again body on frame platform, that is fantastic that Mahindra decided to continue using the body on frame platform. There you can see, you can feel the bumps as such, but you know why people love the Scorpio? These speed breakers are not an issue. You can take it with a straight face without having to worry about anything. Here, done and dusted without any issue. So the new Scorpio obviously will be much better dynamically with a lot more features and stuff, but at a much higher price as well. When this car was launched, the pricing was so aggressive that there was nothing you could even get close to this price point. That is the level of value for money the Scorpio offered, and it still does. Only thing is become much more expensive, but around that price there's nothing, because the Safari Storm is Tata bye-bye as well. Quite a wide car, quite a difficult car to drive in the city because of the size and because of heavy controls as such. But that said, it's a very fun car to drive. You go swinging all the way, you enjoy the ride, and it's sort of a roller coaster, but an enjoyable one. Dynamics feel so much better than the Xylo. We're going to make a quick U-turn, which means that here we go. Steering has so many locks, like crazy amount of lock, and then obviously turning radius is also quite a bit, but it centers, and it centers really fast. It doesn't waste any time whatsoever. Brakes are soggy, and there's this nosedive as well under heavy braking. Hazard lights on, and you know what, the steering wheel is adjustable. यहाँ पे कोई बटन है उससे ऊपर नीचे होता है, उसको सेट कर देता हूँ. Into first gear we are going to try and do a wheel spin. Hazard light off. Revving the motor. Rev still, oh my god, 4.5, 5,000 RPM. Okay, it launches from 4,800 RPM, which is also the red line of this car. It swings quite a bit ahead and behind as well, but trust me, the wheel spin is like crazy. It does spin its wheels because of that grunt when you launch it very aggressively. No traction control, none of that bullshit here. In fact, no airbags, no ABS, कुछ नहीं है. Just pure mechanical grip due to the wide tires, and then a lot of vertical movement at high speeds. High speed stability, again, not the best as such, but you don't need all this, right? At least back in the day, in 2002 when it was launched, it really made a huge impression. Today Mahindra is what it is because of the Scorpio. The Scorpio was their first major product or major project to get into passenger cars. Other than that, earlier they had cars where इधर उधर से parts लेके डाल देते थे. Engine आता था Porsche से, and rest obviously Jeep से copy कर देते थे because they had a license and stuff like that. But this was India's first indigenous design SUV, and in that regard, I feel so proud to have, to be driving one right now, because it is an absolute hoot of sorts. Okay, I know the audio test is remaining, so let's start that right away. This is how the audio system sounds. Audio test done. Sounds quite nice. Around the corners you have to be really careful because it kind of washes out, a lot of understeer, and then you really don't know exactly where you're heading. So what you're going to do, we're going to come to a halt again. Hazard lights on. Into first gear. Doesn't slot into first when you're in motion as such. Revving the motor. Little bit of wheel spin. Oh my god, power window controls in the center only. It's a good day today because check that out. That is a Citroen. Hey Citroen, what's up? It's being tested at the moment. Anyways, kidnap ban has come, so let's run away. Second gear mein, So ergonomic flaws were in plenty, but I think the engine and the pricing really did for Mahindra. This guy wants to do an NCAP test right now just because he's driving another Mahindra. Oh my god, I found a Maruti Espresso! That is the Lamborghini Urus, and that's a truck right next to it. That is the Lamborghini Urus. It's a fantastic day today. Bright yellow Urus, and I'm just going to sit here and admire it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.